cowboys, and welcome to another exciting edition of Reading Rant. I'm Katie Hunt, and I take my mother's more questionable literature and give it a 5-minute review based solely on the content inside and what's written on the back. This week's novel isn't necessarily a cowboy novel, at least I don't think it is. It seems very fancy. Like, I feel like I should just have to read the whole back like this, because it'll fit the theme, if you will. This week's book is called Wicked Promise by Kat Martin. Look at that saucy cover. Look at that. Woo. I had to take the sticker off so we could get the entire effect of the book. Let's just dive right into it, shall we? A lady's desperate choice. I'm actually going to read the back like this because, like I said, I feel like that's how it should be read. A lady's desperate choice. When the lonesome Lord BOSCOMB tries to force her into marriage, Elizabeth Wolcott must appeal to her influential guardian. Nicholas Waring, known as the Wicked Earl, is a darkly handsome, charismatic figure with the power to save Elizabeth, but a past that could put her reputation dangerously at risk. A ruthless womanizer, he has also been convicted of murder and barely escaped hanging. A rogue's tainted honor. Elizabeth can't help her attraction to the man who haunts her dreams, nor he his hunger for her. But she knows it can never be, for Nicholas is a married man, or at least it appears to be. Then a heinous crime shatters their lives, and Nick is the natural suspect. Elizabeth wants to believe in her innocence more than life and love itself, but can she trust a man who has killed before? See, much more entertaining. A long, shaky breath whispered out of her, her eyes closed in relief. When she opened them again, she blinked at the sight of Nicholas Waring's tall frame standing at the horse with withers. What? She opened them again. She blinked at the sight of Nicholas Waring's tall frame standing at the horse's withers. His face a dark mask of rage. I hate when you don't just space it one more time in a book and there's like this hyphen thing going on. It's like, just space it one more time and make the word the whole word, so you don't look like a tool on your YouTube channel show trying to read out loud. Just say. With laboring breath, jerking the riding crop out of Elizabeth's hand, he slashed it down against his high black boot. What in God's name did you think you were doing? We don't treat our animals that way at Ravenworth. Oh, Ravenworth. Apologies. If I ever find out you've mistreated a horse that way again, I promise I will take this riding crop to your backside and enjoy every minute that I'm doing it. Wanky. Her legs were shaking so hard she was afraid that she wouldn't hold her up. It was BOSCOMB! BOSCOMB! Oh, the names in this. BOSCOMB Ravensworth. And I think they're in a town called Dorking. Dorking. BOSCOMB! He pulled her down beside him and began to kiss the side of her neck, taking a little nibble bites out of her flesh. Rachel laughed and struggled to push away. Be a good boy, Gray, and let me get dressed. Nicholas may no longer play the role of husband, but I doubt he would appreciate a blatant reminder that the other man shares his wife's bed. Gravel frowned. Gravel? Gravel! Gray did not look appeased as he climbed up off the mattress, the youthful muscles rippling across his strong back. She would love to do something special for him tonight when they made love. Punish him a little, perhaps. He always liked that. Better find that riding crop. Well, as I said, I shouldn't want Nicholas to see you. Gray frowned. I don't give a damn if he does. The man is a villain. He should have hanged 9 years ago when he murdered Stephen BOSCOMB. BOSCOMB?! Wait, how did he murder Stephen BOSCOMB if BOSCOMB is chasing her on the horse? BOSCOMB! He gripped her shoulders, turning her to face him. That is not what I want. I want sons. I want a family of my own. I wanted it every day of my life for the past 9 years. But the children we would have would be shunned by society. They would suffer in our indiscretions, and an illegitimate, there it is again, frick, just space it, Gah! An illegitimate birth that is not of our choosing. I should not want that for my sons. What if you have daughters? Do you give a shit about them? No, because nobody ever cares about the girls, do they? Her hand clutching his shoulder, I'm sure. She turned her face up to his and saw them through the film of tears. I love you, Nicholas Waring. I didn't want to. God knows I tried not to. But the fact that I do, I don't want to marry Robert Tinsley or David Endicott. Oh, Lord, these names. Tinsley, Endicott, BOSCOMB. There is no one else I want but you, which I'm sure about 100 pages ago wasn't the case. But then we wouldn't have a story, Katie. You're absolutely right. Spread your legs for me, Bess. A soft cry escaped her. She trembled. Do it, sweeting. Do it, sweeting. Could you imagine someone yelling at you? Sweeting! Do as I tell you! Tentatively, she opened for him, exposing her most secret plates. That's where I keep my secrets. Her body was trembling, her hands gripping the headboard so hard her nails were white. Bracing himself on his elbows, Nicholas settled himself between her legs and slid his hand beneath her bottom to lift her against his mouth. Oh. He began to lave it? L-A-V-E. Definition, please. Nicholas! She twisted, trying to draw away, but he held her fast, and as he had commanded, she didn't let go of the headboard. Instead, wait, I thought he was holding onto the headboard. Oh no, he's holding himself on her elbows, and she's holding onto the headboard. I'm trying to paint a picture here. Instead, she closed her eyes and absorbed the feel of his soft, erotic kisses, of his tongue tasting and probing until thin ropes of fire began to tighten inside her. I can't, she whispered. Oh, sorry, I'm yelling. Got excited. I can't. You can and you will. He took her again with his mouth, and this time the taut ropes flared and burst. They snapped like filmy threads, flinging her into space, into the heat of the sun. Fire roared through her, scorching splinters that sucked away her breath and impaled her on sweet shards of pleasure. That is a lot of adjectives. Well, I'm assuming everything works out. Oh, there's BOSCOMB again. Oh my god, I have to rate this book. You know what? I'm gonna give it 2 cowboy hats. 2 cowboy hats for Wicked Promise. If you like this, please subscribe down below. Make sure you like this video. You can follow me on Twitter at juggles_geese. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, my name is Katie Hunt, and I will see you later, cowboys.